So here's the tea, folks. Grab your popcorn because this one's a doozy. You know how they say revenge is a dish best served cold? Well, I served mine ice cold with a side of legal documents. Picture this. I'm 26, working my butt off at a marketing firm downtown Atlanta, living my best life, right? Had this friend since college. Let's call her Sarah. We did everything together. Spring break in Miami, Sunday brunch at Flying Biscuit, late night Taco Bell runs after clubbing. You know the drill. Last March, Sarah hit a rough patch, lost her job at Wells Fargo, boyfriend dumped her, the whole 9 yards. Being the ride or die friend I am, I let her crash at my place for a couple months rent-free. Even spotted her some cash here and there for groceries and stuff. We're talking like $2,000 total over 3 months. Never asked for it back because that's what friends do, right? Fast forward to May. Sarah's doing better, gets a new gig at SunTrust, moves into her own spot in Buckhead. Life's looking up. Then boom, out of nowhere, she starts acting weird, dodging my texts, canceling plans last minute. I figure she's just busy with the new job. Then the bomb drops. I'm at Starbucks on Peachtree, waiting for my usual venti iced coffee, when my phone starts blowing up. Like notification after notification. My college friend Jessica texts me, "Is it true about Sarah's money?" I'm like, what money? Turns out, Sarah went on Facebook and Instagram, posting this whole sob story about how I supposedly stole $5,000 from her savings while she was staying with me. She claimed I had access to her bank info and slowly drained her account. The kicker? She posted screenshots of her empty bank account as proof. Y'all, I nearly dropped my coffee. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely type back. Within hours, our entire friend group was messaging me. Some asking for my side, others straight up calling me a thief. My own cousin unfriended me on Facebook. Even my mom called asking what was going on. The worst part? Sarah had this whole timeline fabricated. She claimed I took the money to fund my shopping addiction at Lenox Square Mall. Said I bought a Louis Vuitton bag and Jimmy Choo shoes with her money. Meanwhile, I'm over here still rocking my 3-year-old Coach bag from the outlet store. I tried calling Sarah, straight to voicemail. Texted her, blocked. Even drove to her apartment. Doorman said she left instructions not to let me up. That night, I couldn't sleep. Just scrolled through all the comments on her posts. People I'd known for years were calling me disgusting, saying I should be arrested. Someone even commented that they always knew I was that type of person, whatever that means. The next morning, I decided I wasn't going down without a fight. If Sarah wanted to play dirty, I'd show her what dirty really looked like. First stop, Bank of America. Got 5 years of bank statements printed, every single transaction. Highlighted all the times I'd actually given her money. Venmo transfers, ATM withdrawals when she needed cash. That time I paid for her Delta flight home. For Christmas. Second stop, my lawyer. Yeah, I lawyered up. My uncle's buddy practices defamation law, and after hearing my story, he took my case for a discounted rate. We're talking scorched earth strategy here. I spent the next week gathering evidence like I was preparing for the bar exam. Screenshots of every text where Sarah thanked me for helping her out financially. Receipts showing I hadn't bought any designer bags in literally years. Even got my boss to write a letter confirming my salary, proving I didn't need to steal anyone's money. Then came the counterstrike. My lawyer sent Sarah a cease and desist letter, demanding she retract her statements or face a defamation lawsuit. We're talking serious damages, loss of reputation, emotional distress, the works. Sarah's response? She doubled down, posted the letter online, claiming I was trying to silence her and intimidate her with legal threats. Said real victims fight back and she wouldn't be bullied. Big mistake. Huge. Updated. So Sarah thought she could call my bluff, right? Wrong move, girlfriend. Dead wrong. My lawyer filed the defamation suit within 48 hours. We didn't just go after damages. We went after everything. Turns out, when you publicly accuse someone of theft without evidence, that's defamation per se in Georgia. No need to prove damages. The law assumes harm to reputation. The discovery phase was where things got interesting. Remember those bank statements Sarah posted as proof? Well, our subpoena to her bank revealed some juicy details. Girl had a serious online gambling problem. We're talking thousands on DraftKings and FanDuel. Those screenshots she posted, they were real. But she'd conveniently cropped out the gambling site withdrawals. Even better, we found her Venmo history. All those nights she claimed I was stealing from her, she was sending money to some dude named Tyler with messages like, "for last night," and heart emojis. Turns out Tyler was her side piece while she was still with her ex. The plot thickens. Meanwhile, Sarah hired some bargain basement lawyer who probably got his degree from a cereal box. Dude showed up to the first hearing in a suit that looked like it came from Ross Dress for Less. Not judging, but when you're defending a defamation case, maybe spring for the Men's Warehouse special? The deposition was chef's kiss beautiful. Sarah sat there in her fake Gucci sunglasses. Yeah, I could tell. trying to keep her story straight. My lawyer methodically walked through every lie, every contradiction. When he showed her the unedited bank statements with the gambling transactions, her face went white as a Starbucks napkin. "Ms. Johnson," my lawyer said, all calm and professional, "can you explain why these withdrawals to gambling sites coincide with the dates you claim money was stolen?" She started crying. Not cute tears either. Full-on ugly crying with mascara running down her face. Her lawyer asked for a recess. During the break, I overheard her in the bathroom on the phone. "Mom, I messed up. I messed up so bad." "Yeah, no kidding, Sarah." Word started spreading in our social circle. Jessica, who'd initially questioned me, called to apologize. "Girl, I'm so sorry, we should have known better." Others followed. The same. People who'd unfriended me were now sliding into my DMs with apologies. But here's where it gets real good. Sarah's new job at SunTrust? They have a social media policy. And publicly accusing someone of theft while representing their company? Not a good look. 2 weeks into our legal battle, she got fired. Her Instagram went from public to private real quick. Those defamatory posts? Deleted. But screenshots last forever, honey. My lawyer had everything archived. Then came settlement talks. Sarah's lawyer approached us with an offer. She'd publicly apologize and pay my legal fees if I dropped the suit. My lawyer laughed. Actually laughed out loud in the conference room. "Your client defamed mine, cost her friendships, caused emotional distress, and now wants to walk away with just an apology? I don't think so." We countered. We wanted a public retraction on all platforms, legal fees, plus $50,000 in damages. Their counter? $10,000. We said see you in court. The trial was set for September, but 2 weeks before, Sarah's lawyer called with a new offer. Full retraction, legal fees, and $35,000. My lawyer advised taking it. We could get more at trial, but trials are risky. This is a sure thing. I thought about it for exactly 5 seconds. Nah, let's go to trial. I want my day in court. Best decision ever. The trial lasted 3 days. My lawyer presented our case like he was arguing before the Supreme Court. Bank records, text messages, character witnesses. Even my boss testified about my integrity. Sarah's defense basically amounted to, I was confused and stressed. Her lawyer tried to paint her as a victim of circumstances. The jury wasn't buying it. When Sarah took the stand, she broke down again. Admitted she'd lied. Said she was desperate for money because of her gambling addiction and thought I'd never fight back. Claims she never meant for it to go this far. Too late for that, sweetie. The jury deliberated for 2 hours. 2 hours. They came back with a verdict in my favor. Actual damages, $45,000. Punitive damages, $75,000, plus legal fees. Sarah's face when they read the verdict? Priceless. She looked like she'd been hit by a MARTA bus. Updated. After the verdict, things moved fast. The judge ordered Sarah to post a full retraction on all her social media platforms within 48 hours. Not some weak, I may have been mistaken. Nonsense. A full admission that she lied and that I never stole anything from her. Watching her post that retraction was almost as satisfying as the verdict itself. On Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn. Yeah, she had to post it on her professional profile too. Imagine explaining that to future employers. The comments on her retraction were brutal. People who'd supported her before were now calling her out. How could you do this to your friend? This is disgusting. You ruined someone's reputation for gambling money? Even her own sister commented, I'm ashamed to be related to you right now. Sarah had 30 days to pay the judgment. Spoiler alert, she didn't have $120,000 just lying around. Her lawyer filed for a payment plan, but my lawyer wasn't having it. We'd won fair and square, and I wanted my money. That's when we learned about Sarah's other problems. Girl was drowning. In debt. Credit cards maxed out, personal loans, even borrowed money from those sketchy payday loan places. The gambling had destroyed her finances long before she tried to destroy my reputation. We put a lien on her car, a 2018 BMW 3 Series she couldn't really afford in the first place. Garnished her wages from her new job. She'd found work at a small credit union, but for way less money. Even went after her tax refund. Sarah tried reaching out to me directly. Left voicemails crying, begging me to be reasonable. Sent long text messages about how sorry she was, how she'd been going through a dark time, how she needed help. Please, I'm in therapy now. I'm getting help for my gambling. Can't we work something out? I'm drowning here. You know what? Not my problem. She didn't think about my feelings when she tried to destroy my life. Why should I care about hers now? The mutual friends who'd initially doubted me. They completely cut Sarah off. Our whole college friend group basically exiled her. She became persona non grata at every social event. Jessica told me Sarah showed up at a birthday party and everyone just stopped talking until she left. Even better? Remember Tyler, the side piece? He ghosted her when he found out about the lawsuit. Guess he didn't want to be associated with someone who'd been publicly exposed as a liar and a gambling addict. 3 months after the verdict, Sarah's financial situation got worse. The BMW got repossessed. She had to move from her Buckhead apartment to some sketchy complex in East Point. Last I heard, she was working 2 jobs trying to pay off the judgment and her other debts. But the real karma came when her new employer found out about the lawsuit. Turns out, working at a credit union when you've been found liable for defamation related to financial matters? Not a great look. They let her go after 3 months. Now she's working retail at Target and doing Uber Eats on the side. I know this because she had the nerve to accept my food delivery order one night. The look on her face when she realized she was delivering Chipotle to my doorstep? Absolutely priceless. She stood there holding my burrito bowl, looking like she wanted the ground to swallow her whole. I didn't know this was your address, she stammered. I just took my food, said, thanks, and closed the door. No tip. Sorry, not sorry. The best part? Every time she misses a payment, interest accrues on the judgment. It's been 8 months, and she's only paid about $15,000. At this rate, she'll be paying me back until she's 40. Do I feel bad? Honestly, no. She tried to destroy my reputation, my friendships, my life, all because she couldn't admit she had a gambling problem. She could have asked me for help. I would have been there for her. Instead, she chose to throw me under the bus. Final update. It's been over a year now, and karma's still collecting its dues. Sarah's basically a ghost in Atlanta's social scene. I heard through the grapevine she tried moving to Charlotte for a fresh start, but the internet doesn't forget. One Google search of her name brings up news articles about our court case. She still owes me about $80,000. My lawyer says at her current payment rate, accounting for interest, it'll take her roughly 15 years to pay it off. Happy 40th birthday, Sarah. Hope you enjoy still paying for your lies. Last month, she sent me a final Facebook message before deactivating her account. I hope you're happy. You've ruined my life. I didn't respond, but if I had. Nah, girl, you ruined your own life. I just made sure everyone knew about it. The moral of the story? Don't lie about your friends, especially when they've got receipts and a good lawyer. And if you're going to accuse someone of theft, maybe make sure you don't have a documented gambling addiction first. Peace out, y'all. Remember, karma might be slow, but she always shows up to the party eventually.